So he's played both sides, left and right guard for us. A lot of snaps last year, so I'm very excited for Aiden to be back this year, and we've got a good room around him, so it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, I'll piggyback really off, where you were, what you just said, Trevor, with Aiden. He's a young guy that was forced to play really, really early. And anytime you've got a younger guy like that has played and has shown some potential and has had success at this level of football, that's a really, really good thing to have. So he's a building block for the future. Now, I will say this: it wouldn't shock me if his trajectory goes the way I feel and probably the way you feel it will go. Don't be surprised if we see probably another Diego Pound situation on our hands with this. That's probably maybe a bold take, but the necessity for him, his size, and his snap count at an early time in his career is very, very sought after now in college football. But Aiden's definitely a guy that you love to have come back. I do think he's going to press for a starting role this season. Now he's got to take it. He's got to seize the moment because he's going to get challenged. Last year he played because he really had to play. You know what I mean? This is an offensive line room that is much deeper than what he had last year. But the good thing about Aiden is that he's got quality snaps under his belt. He's seen a role that an increased role last season that he had to adjust to. And I feel like he done a really, really good job at doing that. He held it down at his position. And I'm anxious to see how he does this year. He's got a year under his belt. A new offensive line coach that's going to offer him so many more things than what he previously got. And that's no knock to the previous staff at all. But just a guy that you love to have come back. I'm with you, Trevor. When he entered his name into the portal at that time, that was before we had all the offensive line commits that we did have that started to roll in. But I was a little hurt too because I thought that was a really, really big blow to our offensive line and the departures that we had in an area of need, as big of an area of need as it was. But he ultimately chose to come back to Carolina. Super, super excited that he did because I think he's going to play a very, very big role. If it's not starting, he's definitely going to get playing time. He is definitely going to play this season. He's going to have to. And I think he can pick up where he left off last year in the success that he had. And he's still got a lot of room to grow too, which in my opinion is a good thing.
Yeah. And I mean, that's a hell of a luxury to have, right? I mean, he was
it's a good problem to have. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, not with what I'm about to first say, but my segue into it's if what I'm meaning is that yes, he was thrown into that position his first year, but in my opinion, and I think y'all would potentially agree, but performed at a high level for his age, for his first year. It's very rare to come into SEC play, ACC play, Big 10, Big 12 play as a freshman and start and perform to the ability that he did. But like you said, he does have more room to grow, and I'm glad that he came back. And if he doesn't start, I mean, that's a hell of a luxury to have someone like Aiden Banfield that is coming into his sophomore year, but played all those meaningful snaps already and performed at that level. I mean, that's a nice luxury to have. Not many people across the country have that type of luxury along your offensive line. I know Carolina has not for many years.
Yeah, Trevor hit the nail on the head. Ask yourself, when's the last time a true freshman played on the offensive line at Carolina?
I was trying to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say we've had the luxury of having, some veteran offensive lines. But to flip that, we now have the luxury of having a really young guy that has shown success, come back for another year with a new regime, a new head coach, a new strength and conditioning staff, just a whole new outlook on that's going to push him in many different ways that he hasn't really been pushed before. So that's a really good luxury to have.
Hey Tar Pit crew, thanks for tuning in today. You just heard a clip from a recent episode where we broke down one of the key position groups. If this episode hit the mark, do us a favor, like it, drop a comment, and share it with a friend. That kind of support keeps the podcast rolling. You can catch full episodes of the Tar Pit Podcast on Spotify and YouTube. Don't forget to follow and subscribe today. The Tar Pit Podcast is proudly powered by Untapped Sports Network. Thanks for listening, and as always, go Heels.